The purpose of this video is to show you how Mackinvia, a collection of nonfiction, fiction ebooks, also has highlighting and exporting notes seamlessly into Google Drive. Mackinvia is a tool that can be used for K through 12 students. So I'm going to click on the link, and as you can see, I'm on gpaa.org. Scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see the link for Mackinvia. Also, with students, it may be faster and easier to just type in mackinvia.com. Either way, you can access it. And then once you're on this page, all of the students at New London, thanks to your wonderful tech coordinator, students are already have an account, a Mackinvia account. And from what I can tell from my end, their account is their username. And then I'm assuming that their password is their student password that they use to log into Google. I can't see the password because it's private. So what you would want to do is talk to your tech person. So since I am not certain what the username and password for your students are, I am just going to go ahead and log in using my Great Prairie AEA account. And my username and password. Okay, now once I'm logged in, your students, once they're logged in, they will see up by the backpack, they will see their name, or it will be their student ID. So now I'm going to go to all resources, and let's do a nonfiction book. They would search their topic that they're looking for. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the book about eagles. And what they want to do is put it in their backpacks. So if I click heart, it will put it in my backpack. For note-taking purposes, remember, have them put it in their backpack as a favorite. We really want to encourage that students do not check out books, because if they check it out, then other students will not have access to them. So now I'm clicking on my backpack, and I'm going to favorites, and I will open and start reading. Now, the first thing, once the book opens, I want to look down at the bottom, at the toolbar at the bottom, and see if it has text-to-speech features. In this case, this book does have text-to-speech features because it has the arrow. So if you look down at the controls at the bottom, you'll see that if students need to have it read to them, they can click here. Now, this is just your controls down here. You can zoom in, make the print bigger, and students, if they have visibility issues, they can change the color of the background so that it's easier for them to read. And then this is just how you want to navigate through the book. Okay, now here is same features that we already viewed in Gale. If I scroll over the words, excuse me, you can highlight in different colors. So it serves all the same purposes that I talked about earlier when I talked about the databases and how they can highlight. I can also underline. So again, if you're doing a close read, you could use underline for different purposes. I can delete, so I don't want that underline. If I want to take notes, I'm going to turn this, click here, and I can add note. And so, again, I can practice paraphrasing, or I can answer different guiding questions. So I'm just going to put a bunch of chunk in there and then save. And then if I want to bookmark this page so that I can return to it later, I can go ahead and bookmark it. If I need to look up a word I can highlight it and click on dictionary, and it will give me the definition for it. So those are all the cool features of Mackin Via. Now I'm going to show you how you can export. So with Mackin, the important thing to know for navigation is they need to go back up to that tab. If they close the book, then closes them out of it. Students will panic, and you tell them, don't freak out, just go back to that tab. And then I'm going to go into my backpack, and I'm going to click on my notebook. Then once I click on my notebook, I can see that I have 13 notes. Scroll down, there's all my notes. It's got the different highlighted color. It has where I added my different notes. Now here they can edit if they need to and add more notes. And then now this is what I love. This is the feature. You can export your notes and you can save it right to Google Drive. So again, this is that communication collaboration part. And what I really love about Mackin is if I just stay here and watch, I don't have to go back out into my drive and open it. I can just click right here and it will open in my drive. And it gives the title, it names it the title of the book. And then I have all the information right here about the book at the top. And then it keeps my highlighting color. So if I highlighted for different reasons, and then it keeps my notes. If it's underlined, it's going to be in white. Of course, there's not going to be a color. So again, collaboration, small groups. If I'm working with a partner or in a groups of 3 or 4, I can share this information with my partners. I can share this with the teacher. If you want to do a check and see how much they completed that day, they could share their notes with you that day. Or as you're walking around the room, you can say, let me see your export. And you can quickly look and see if they were able to follow directions and actually use time appropriately during classroom. All right, so that's Mackin and the different features that are available in Mackin for highlighting and exporting notes.